Okay. Let's see, this is so much better. Hello. Hello, hello. Don't be shy. Hey, if you can't talk to me, at least go and give me a thumbs up. It helps, you know. Need to get this hair stuck out of everywhere. So I just got my video completed for Thursday. I do Thursdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. Last week, I failed to get it in on time, so it was 2 days late. But this time I feel good having one really simple. This is the eye look I have today. Really simple looking eye. Now I'm looking for one person in particular, my favorite moderator, Mr. J. So I'm going to wait on here and see if he catches it. Mm-hmm. One 46:15. Nah. Hello, little one. How are you doing? I don't bite. I guarantee it. The scariest thing you'll see is this chair next to me. Who's going to occupy it? No one. And this letter, dear leg, it is there for changing the light bulbs. So yeah, I'm in my own little natural light, artificial light, brightathon. So bright in here. I wanted to check in really quick to see if I could catch Mr. J and tell him that I would be back here in about a half hour. I did tell him 2 o'clock. Oh. Okay. We're going to be back in a half an hour. Ciao. Pick that up right now. I don't know why. Weird. Howdy, everyone. So we've got two people here. We still don't have Mr. J. Will Mr. J return? So now we're down to one person. So when I had just a blank screen, there were two people. And when I came on, it seems like it kind of like, I don't know, made someone go away. I'm not sure. I've got to cut this light a little bit. It's too bright. There we go. This is doable. Got to get those sisters where they need to be because they're always got high beams on. My friend Lulu can't come on. Her phone is too up. I feel really bad. You know, why can't we do more for others? Why are we so stuck on just helping ourselves? I mean, it just seems like people don't have a handout, but you know they have legitimate needs and you would like to be part of, you know, their savior, part of, I don't know, something bigger and better, something they need fulfilled. I can't stand it. Hello, 2 and 2 right here. Anyone want to talk? I don't know. Hey, if you don't want to talk, can you leave thumbs up for me? That would be great. Hello, how are you? I can see there's 2 up there. If you just talk to me, we could have a nice conversation. Mr. J, you're back. You're back. Yay. Hang on. I just had to check the phone. I don't know what's going on. The fax is going off behind the secret door over there. So I'm not sure if it's anything that I need to involve myself with or if it's something to Jeff. So how many kids did you say you have, Mr. J? I forgot. I only have one. 13. Yeah, the world does love drama, and I'm not enough drama to keep them occupied. I mean, oh, should I fall faint because, oh, I'm on the keto diet? I'm gonna faint. Oh, you can't even see it. It's right in front of me. It just cracks me up. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm here. I was just answering a text from my friend Lou. Do you know Lulu Love, Mr. J? And also, how many kids do you have? Or do you have kids? You must have kids. Yes, you have kids? Tell me all about it. I want to know. I think kids are the greatest. I mean, truly amazing. No kids? Aw, man. That is a shame because a good man should be with a good woman having a baby. I mean, you can have one till you're 90, so just depends on what you think about that. But you'll be good to go until, then. And what if you find yourself a young lady who wants to have kids? Would you be open to that? You'd be a great father. You're very supportive. You'd really be good with a girl. Because you're so good with me, and I'm just this little twit who waits for you. I mean, I said, oh, I'll be back in a half hour. Now we lost one person. So it's just you and I. I think it's funny. Thanks for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. So tell me all about what would your ideal life be right now? Yeah, I could see you with one, definitely. And that would be such a blessing. For you, the universe, that kid would be amazing. Because you're very dedicated. You're a dedicated soul. And nice. Like, most people aren't nice anymore. And you're good that way. So I look forward to just talking to you because you're a nice guy. Who needs anything else? My New Jersey Mr. J. I can be. Sometimes I'm silly. But I did kind of say it facetiously, but I can be silly. I know I push buttons. I don't know why I do. I love to hear answers. I love talking and I love listening and I love where things go, especially when I don't know where they're going. I mean, I just think that's all great. You know, if you can get everything done and survive this world. So, what are your favorite things, Mr. J? Do you like any sports? Or I would think you don't like video games like my husband. He's about your age and he plays video games non-stop. Drives me nuts. But we all have those moments, but you're a sweet person. You just make me sweet. I don't know. I think if you didn't respond to me in the manner that you do, I could be a totally different person. You know, if you were just kind of creepy and um like I don't know, not a gentleman, then we'd have a whole different vibe, you know? Like I wouldn't be going, "Where are you, Mr. J? Where are you?" I'd be going, "Ew, get away. You terrible, ungentlemanly person." No, you are the terrific, gentlemanly person. And you're a sweet person as well. I know men, it's probably not the best word to use. That's why I said gentlemanly, because sweet might sound a little too sugary for a guy. I don't know, but you'd have to give me your opinion on that. Oh, there's one other person hanging out with us, but probably not going to say anything. So, what do you think about that? The people that ghost. I don't know why they don't say hi. You liked video games, but don't play them much. You're over them, aren't you? Yeah. I just think the controls now have so many, like, they have little sticks and all these little buttons, and then you hit two at once to do this and two at once to do that, and they shake and rumble and noise comes out of them. I mean, I am not, I liked the old, you know, fire. That's what I liked. Or jump or whatever one command it did. So I like Atari and things like that. But I haven't played video games really since the arcades. When the arcades were up, I used to go and take my rolls of quarters and go there and play their games. But they don't really have arcades. They have some games outside of movie theaters, but they're usually yeah, to me, yeah. It's like I don't know who it is. I'm like so surprised if I just don't know if it's a repetitive person or if it's a new person or what it is. Who are you number 2? Because it doesn't count that I'm in here, does it? Oh, actually, that sounded kind of funny, number 2. No, I mean, I'm the host, so I don't count, right? I get it so often that I just expect it now. I don't know. Some people pop in and they'll just say like 3 things and then they'll leave, you know? So you don't have anything deep happen with them. So what entertains you? What do you like to do, Mr. J? Do you garden? Do you have certain shows you watch? I like documentaries, especially HBO documentaries. They're really good. I saw one on child trafficking and bad orphanages, and it really broke me down. I was like, I support 2 children in impoverished countries. I have for the last couple of years, and it's just about $60 a month for both. And one is about 4 now, and the other one is probably about 6. I can't remember. One's from Bolivia, and I can't remember where the other one's from. I get their pictures once in a while, and sometimes my husband lets me know. What? When someone says nice things, you don't expect it? So it surprises you too? Well, that is upside down and backwards. You need to accept those compliments. You're a nice man. I mean, I know you're nice because you hang out with me. I mean, this is all part of my 40,000 hours that I have to do. I don't know if I'll ever make this to 40,000. Excuse me, that was one of the biggest yawns I've had all day. This diet's just not feeding me right. I'm so hungry. And I got that popcorn and I was so hoping I could eat it. And it doesn't look like I can. Me too. Me too. We don't have to know who number 2 is. They can be ghosting us and they can just listen in and be vicariously living through us, whatever. So, Mr. J, did you have to fight in any wars or anything? I mean, were you ever in the military? I think you're too young because my brother, who was in Vietnam, is 60. So you would have had to have been in the armed forces on your own, like, free will. Come here, puppy. Come here, puppy. Come here, baby. My dog is barking up a storm. Puppy, come here. Yeah, I think my hair looks a lot better clean. Oh, you're disabled? So, like, when do you get your disability? Is it at the beginning of the month? We got like a whopping $21 raise in Texas. I don't know. I couldn't serve. I have a foot disability. I can't like stand very well. I've had so many surgeries on my feet. So I just chill and sit back and relax a lot too. But no, I can't work out. I can use a bike, but I can't run on a treadmill or do a stair stepper or anything like that. And it's only recently that I've gotten higher blood sugar, and some things are pointing to diabetes. That's why I'm so interested in losing the weight, is because I don't want to become a diabetic. These things are not comfy. False eyelashes, not comfy. But they look good on. So do you mind telling me a little bit about your disability? Or is it too traumatic? If it's too traumatic, don't. Because I don't want you to feel like I've taken advantage of you. I have degenerative disc disease in my back, the lower lumbar region, and I have foot problems, and I have some things I inherited from my mother. So I just don't want to turn out like her, because if I do, I'm going to lose the vitality I've left. I'm not going to be able to get ready. I'm just going to be yeah, so if you want to trust me with that, you certainly can. Or if you'd rather just keep it as disabled, I understand. Now, I just got paid today. So I got myself in a whole lot of debt, and I'm down to about less than 10. Oh, okay. I'm familiar with that. Man, that's hard. Do you have any spasticity with your arms, or any trouble walking? I mean, I don't know if they put you in those torture devices when you were a kid, like to keep your legs straight and get you walking straight, but I had a friend who had spasticity where his hand was up here, and he couldn't get it to lower. It was stuck. Now, sometimes they can inject Botox into a spastic muscle and have it release a little bit. I don't know if they've ever thought about that for you. Yeah, that's sometimes considered a birth injury, actually. Is your mom still alive? My parents are both gone. I mean, they were real hard to deal with when they were old, but I still loved them as if they were young. They didn't even know who I was, so I hope I don't have that in my future, but I probably do. Paraplegia. Okay, so paraplegia is one side, right? So one side has a little spasticity. Can you write with the other arm? Absolutely, you can type. What am I thinking? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You definitely can type, and you definitely can write. And I know you're independent as hell, probably. You're probably like, I am not going to let this define me, but I'll be on disability because I don't really have a choice, right? Yeah, I didn't even think about it. Oh my gosh. That's like my blooper of the day, Mr. J. I have Meniere's disease. No, it's not okay actually. You know what? To assume something that was wrong. And I see you typing and it just shouldn't have even entered my mind. So are you right-handed or left-handed? Well, I bet you're a beautiful child. Were you in the normal classes when you were growing up? I always had special relationships with people that had disabilities. Like when I was a younger child, I used to help one guy that had cerebral palsy as well. You're right-handed? Cool. I used to help him spell. He had maybe a dyslexia of some kind. So I helped him spell, and the teacher noticed it, and she was like, you know, Tiffany needs some kind of award for going into these situations and trying to help. And the only time it backfired on me was I had a guy who had reached puberty, um, in high school. And, some people never reach puberty. They're like young people all the time. And he liked me, and I didn't like him back that way. And so he would come out with his fist and he wanted to pop me in the jaw. And so I went to the special ed teacher and I said, look, I've got to talk to you about him. He's going to hit me. And so I tried to stay on the opposite side of the hallway so he wouldn't see me. He was like obsessed with Superman. He used to wear a Superman outfit with a cape. And he went to the flea market that we used to work at. See, I'm from humble beginnings. I am not from what you see now. I was dirt poor, never got a real job, just worked for my family, selling things that we got at garage sales. And this is really um, a big part of my life story. It's why I don't have a lot of self esteem. But we would sell things like my mom would sell fake gold chains for $1 a piece. And in the 80s, she had, jewelry that matched the time and style and sold those, I think, for $1.50 or two. So we lived, hand to mouth. I mean, it was tough. And dad was a carpenter, but he never brought his money home because he had affairs on my mother all the time. And I consider it her fault because she denied him, relations, if that makes any sense to you. But so he openly slept with other women, and my mother did nothing about it. Really? Without me even telling you, you could sense that? Because I run around with my pink hair, my silly makeup, and all that stuff. And it's not truly me. I mean, if I didn't have Meniere's, I could volunteer at a hospital, but I can fall down at any time. I get this ringing in my head, and it causes me to get off balance. And I've got a scar here where I got stitched up from falling. I've got a scar here, and I've got scars on the back of my head. And I've had to wear towels on my head until I could get it stapled when someone was home. So I've had a lot of experiences that aren't, what do you call it, normal or reasonable or regular, something like that. There's some word for it, but yeah. And I fought with my mother. My mother was an alcoholic and she was really, really mean. And so alcoholic mom, deadbeat dad, and the flea market. Woohoo! Have you ever been to a flea market, Mr. J? What's your first name, Mr. J? Could I call you something else? Because I feel like we know each other, and calling you Mr. J, I mean, it's appropriate for people you don't know, but the way we know each other now, I think we could advance to your first name, don't you? Or do you not want it out? If it's for privacy, I totally understand. Because see, I would never. I had a troll come on once and say who I was, and she called me um, a clown ass makeup thing, a clown ass makeup person with the body of a hippo. Oh, I don't mind telling you this. It's the truth. It really is. Honest to God. I'm not lying. I'm not. I barely graduated high school. I was taken out of school so much to earn money that I just did very poorly in school. And I had, like nightmares that people would see how my family hoarded stuff. Have you ever watched that show, Hoarders? That's my diet shake. It doesn't really taste that good. It's not great. But anyway, with the first name, if you feel comfortable, okay. If you don't, I understand. I don't even care who's up there. If we've got a second person and they don't want to talk, then we'll just consider this our time. Yes, they were hoarders. Oh my gosh, Carolina Gutierrez. Hello, beautiful. How are you? I'm just hanging out here with Mr. J. Oh, I wish I could see you and your kids. I bet they're getting big now. So, what were you doing? How did you find that I was live? Did it give you some kind of announcement? Because I never expected you in a million years. Oh my gosh. Oh, he broke his arm. Poor guy. Aw, that is not fun. Not fun at all. How old is your son? Carolina is one of my first subscribers. Oh my gosh. This is like so special. Oh, he's only 4. He probably didn't understand why you were doing all that stuff, right? But they had to make sure they set the bone right because he's growing. Yep. Well, gosh, what are you doing besides that? Have you started a channel yet? Because you're so beautiful. You should start a channel. I mean, I believe that thoroughly, Carolina. I've missed you. I didn't know if you watched me anymore because honestly, for a while there, I wasn't putting out the best makeup looks, but I got myself nothing much, just working. Well, working is a job, yes. You don't have the time. Yeah, I know. It's so hard to find the time, and what works the best is if you can say I'll broadcast on this day and this day, like 2 days a week. Yeah, it is. It is so incredible. That that is so incredible. Yes, when you get your channel, because one day you will. One day you'll have your kids going to school and you'll have your job and you'll have a little free time, and it takes about a half an hour, and you can record it on your telephone to start out, and you can just get a ring light and do your makeup right in front of that ring light, and just be as entertaining and delightful as I know you are. Carolina, this has made my day. I wouldn't have thought in a million years that I'd hear from you. I got braces. They hurt. I've had them since August. So I've had them September, October, November, December, January. I've had them 5 months. I can't stand them. Yeah, I really did. Yeah. Yeah, people liked my pink hair, so I went with the kind that washes out. I took a bath this morning and I thought, "Oh my gosh, I'm going to see a totally pink tub." And so I got out of the water and there really wasn't too much. So I was pleased because I had three colors put in. You can't see them right now, but towards the bottom, there is a deeper purple and a lighter purple. So it just depends. I even have this little hair. It's like right over here, I think, that got dyed pink on accident. It just got dyed pink because it was next to him. Yeah, I think you should because, girl, I know you're pretty. I know you can make it happen. I have faith in you. And you could grow. If I can be a micro channel, then who knows how far you can go, Caroline. You're young. I mean, youth is what it's all about. Here I am in my 50s, doing my thing. And I just, oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Yeah, I just got it done last week. Braces will only enhance your beautiful smile when they take them off, Tiff. Thank you. They're going to be on for 3 years. So the one thing that I have to remember is to brush them right. If I don't brush them and use my water pick, then I'll get a cavity like I did last time. And I don't know if I get a secondary cavity, I'm not sure. This is my diet drink, Carolina. Um, yeah, I had a real separation between my front two teeth and all of my bottom teeth. They're kind of small because they've lost minerals. So they've demineralized. So as soon as this is done, I'm getting uh like veneers or something like that to make them so I have a pretty smile again. Because my smile took a dive bomb when I was in bed for like a year. Yeah. So I don't really talk about that stuff. I've been talking to Mr. J because I can trust him with anything. And I do definitely now trust him with everything. But Carolina, if you've got to go, just say bye because I want to know you're going. And I want to wish you well and just say how much this meant to me today. It's like the best thing since sliced bread. And I really am that simple. I am simple. I keep looking at the screen because I'm like, oh, we're up to 4 now. Wow. That's funny. Well, Carolina, if you're taking care of your son right now, I totally understand. Um, Please, like, send me some kind of notification when oh, I appreciate you too, Mr. J. I do. You're one cool cat. I've always loved that word. I don't know why, cool cat. It's like, I don't know if it's the 60s or the 70s, but I am I'm actually older than you are, Mr. J. 1968, baby. Yeah, every time I subscribe to something and it has like put your age in it, and I have to keep rolling back, I'll roll back clear to the 50s and then I'll roll back a little and kind of reel it in. But yeah, it is kind of funny that I will go that far back. So, Mr. J, are you running out of steam? Do you watch TV or read books, or what makes your day complete besides eating? Eating is the only thing I can think about now. You don't watch TV at all? Wow, that is amazing. I like movies. I like weird movies. And I like crime shows. So I watched 285, which is ID channel. And you might keep things simple though, because I know living on disability is no fun thing. They never give you enough money. They just keep you down. I mean, it's just enough to barely survive. I know this because I'm paying off bills with it and I have someone to support me, and my money goes straight to bills every month, and it will until next September. So it'll have been like 3.5 years since I got myself $40,000 in debt. Yeah, I had a good time. But boy, when I started ringing things up and realizing what I had done. Oh, you do watch TV and go to the movies. That's cool. Yeah, there's nothing that compares to watching it for the first time on a movie screen. My daughter and husband, they like to watch each other play games. So I kind of watch things on my own. Oh, wow. Oh, what time is it? Oh, dear. It's getting close to the time where I have to pick up my daughter, Mr. J. I just wanted to say, that I want to say goodbye and thank you for coming on here today and being part of 3 hours of my life. It really says something about you, too. You're a great man. I was saying good earlier, I meant great. So we'll hang out again, don't worry. Yeah, we're friends, definitely. Definitely good friends. Well, I'm going to get things kind of packed up and get ready to pick up my daughter. And I'm going to have to say goodbye, but I've really had fun with you, with everyone. We're down to two. So, and you know what? I don't mind being called Tiff. My friends call me Tiff. So it's actually nice that you do. And I like it. So I will say goodbye, Mr. J, just for tonight. And I will see you sometime tomorrow, hopefully. Does that sound good? I don't know if there's any lag time, so try to give you a chance to write something. Did you want to say bye? Because I'll type it. You'll be here? Yay. Okay, Mr. J, I'm going. So I will see you soon. Mwah. Catch the kiss. I'll be safe, promise. You too. Bye.